Dear students, in this session we shall discuss about how stars are formed and how evolution of a stars. So stars are formed from a large clouds of a interstellar gas which mainly consists of hydrogen and helium. At some point become gravitationally unstable, undergo fragmentation, and some of these fragments gradually contract to form the free stellar bodies. Such a stage forms the beginning of a star and is called protostar stage. The contraction of the protostar continues first at rapid rate, but later, as the internal pressure gradually builds up, the contraction slows down. The pressure builds up gradually because of two factors. Firstly, as the contraction proceeds, the density of matter increases. Secondly, contraction releases gravitational energy, about one half of which is utilized to increase the internal temperature. The remaining of radiation away simultaneously increase in density and temperature increases the internal pressure, which opposes the contraction. As the pressure goes up, the stellar matter becomes opaque to radiation. A large fraction of the emitted radiation is consumed for the ionization of hydrogen and helium. Because of this, internal temperature restricted to below 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin until all the hydrogen and helium become completely ionized. After ionization, the temperature of core rises rapidly to about 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin. When the core temperature reaches such a high temperature, the star is boron, means hydrogen starts fusing to form a helium, which release the enormous amount of energy in the form of a photons. These photons produce radiation pressure which balances the inward gravitational pull. Such equilibrium stage of the star is called hydrostatic equilibrium, and the star enters the main sequence stripe. At this stage, we say a new star is born. This process of fusion of hydrogen into helium dominates 99% of the lifetime of a star of solar mass. The track of a new star of solar mass, like our sun, across the diagram is as shown in diagram. So this picture shows to the life cycle of a star. First stage, that is the nebula. Nebula is nothing but big cloud, biggest cloud, which is composed by hydrogen or helium. So big cloud is nothing but some clouds are in eagle shape. That eagle shape cloud or eagle clouds we called a nebula. Next stage is a protostar. Protostar is the hottest spot and the density of the cloud is a very high, and there is a takes a fusion and which will be contracted the star because of its own gravitational pulling. Because of the gravitational pulling, the pressure inside the core is increases, therefore the heat is increases. When the heat is rises up to 10 to the power of 4 Kelvin at the stage of the protostar, and the mass of the protostar is nearly equals to 0.08 times of our solar mass. If mass less than 0.08 our solar mass, they are exist as a brown dwarf. So next, this is a protostar stage. Main sequence, main sequence star stage. Main sequence star means the core temperature is equals to 10 to the power of 7 Kelvin. At that temperature, hydrogen burn into, or hydrogen is a fusion into helium. During this thermonuclear reaction, a enormous of heat energy and light energy is releases. This kind of radiation is balances the gravitational pull. This balanced state is known as hydrostatic equilibrium. So here the star is a boron. So this stage of a star we called main sequence stars. During the night time, during the night clear sky, we seen the all the stars in our naked eye. Those stars we called a main sequence stars. Maximum lifespan spent by stars in this stage only. So after the completion of hydrogen in the core of a main sequence stars, then the stars are shine like a red color. Such a stage of a star we called a red giants. So here we recall the limit, that is a Chandrasekhar limit. What is a Chandrasekhar limit here? 1.44 times of our solar mass. If the mass of this star is less than 1.44 times of our solar mass, which is go through as a red giant. If the mass is greater than highly massive stars, 1.44 times of our solar mass, which goes to the next path, that is a supergiant. So red giant. So here in red giant stage, here the hydrogen is completely converted into helium. This stage of a star has red color and size is a large, luminosity is more, is called a red giant beige. So as the core is a contracting, its temperature rises up to a value of 10 to the power of 8 K. At this temperature, the helium burning start to, which occurs as a helium flash. There is occur a helium flash. Next is nothing but white dwarf stage. During white dwarf stage, the surfaces of the star, red giant star, is a flare off. The core of the star is separated from the red giant star. In the core, the gravitational collapse is increases. Here, the electrons are to balance as the gravitational collapse. The temperature of the white dwarf is very high, in order 20,000 Kelvin, which is appear in white color. Such a stage of the star we called a white dwarf stars. So next to black dwarf, the white dwarfs are ended as a black dwarf. Next, coming to the next path, if the mass of the star is greater than 1.44 times of our sun, this is a Chandrasekhar's limit. The stars are go to the supergiant, means the size of the stars is very big and the mass of the star is very high and luminosity of the star is very high. We call it supergiants or blue giants. After the stage of the supergiant, the stars are attempted a catastrophe. Such a catastrophe is known as supernova explosion. During supernova explosion, an enormous of heat energy and light energy is releases. So during the supernova explosion, a heavy metals are formed. After the supernova event, the star is go to the either neutron star or black hole. So neutron star and black hole. So these things are discussed in a next video. So next see the how protostars are formed, how nebula is formed and how protostar is formed in the next slide. Stellar space. Protostar is a hot spot in a cloud whose density is a high, and there is a takes place a hydrogen fusion is known as a protostar. Interstellar space is occupied by gas and dust is known as interstellar medium. The interstellar medium 90% is occupied by the hydrogen and remaining is a helium and also rare quantity of a heavy metals. So now assume now let's see a big cloud is known as the nebula, so called Eagle Nebula. This big cloud has a more gravitational collapse which attracts the atoms or particles from the neighbor clouds or surrounding clouds, so that its mass is a very high. At the center of the cloud, temperature is increases and pressure is also increases. Later on, some million years, there is a core is a form. The core having a high density and hottest spot, so called protostar. So it has a dominant of a gravitational collapse, but it has begin, but the protostar is still not in a equilibrium all, but it comes from the gravitational collapse, which releases or emitted a light, visible light, but it is a difficult to seen to us because which is a cover by the dust and gases. So this is called a protostar.